How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. Today we're taking a look at how you can get very close to 26,000 points in one raid if your capital hall is leveled up enough. So how was I able to do it? Let's take a look. We're going into raid number 3 and hitting the 3 highest valued bases. First and foremost, starting off with the Barbarian Camp, of course. If you didn't know, Barbarian Camp has the highest amount of points you can get from 2 attacks. Unless you find some really odd and rare cleanup attacks that are worth over 4,500-5,000 points, then attacking Barbarian Camp 3 times is your best bet. However, if you do not have enough time or enough members in your clan to get through multiple raids, I'm going to show you in today's video how to take out the bases in 2 hits and get all those points for yourself. So here, of course, we're trying to use the air strategy. However, we have a weird situation where this one trash building is blocking the entire left side for deployment, which is kind of unfortunate. So we do not get quite as much as I would like in this first attack, but we're still able to get, quite a few of the air targeting defenses. So now I'm just trying to figure out how to send in these balloons to get some decent value. We've got a nearly exposed air bombs. Got an air defense over here, and we have some spear throwers. So where would you send the balloons? Let me know in the comments below. I decide to send them from the right hand side, try and get this air defense taken care of, and maybe try and get some of these spear throwers. Because then on the next attack, we're going to try and kill these other trash buildings to open up the deployment. Only got 32%, so very, very scary second hit. As you can see, this one's over 6,000 points worth of gold. However, we got that one trash building down, so now we can try and swarm the core of the base. And by swarm, I mean using precision targeting and dropping 1 to 2 packs per defense to try and spread the balloons out, let them die gradually, so that all of the air skeletons in the core can actually get value for distracting. It's like that group of skeletons, they distracted perfectly, then the air bombs targeted another pack, so we actually end up with a whole swarm of balloons still alive. On a pretty sketchy second attack. I usually don't have much faith when there's like 6,000 points remaining, just because the majority of the defenses are still up. So just know that if you're trying to use air on both attacks, or if you get a low percentage on the first attack, may require a third final hit. But we even get 100 extra bonus gold. So now we're taking a look at the second most valuable district, usually. So in this case, this Builder's Workshop is slightly weaker than normal. A lot of times it'll be around 8,500 or so, but this one's only 8,000. So here, we're just coming in from the bottom left side. It's always good to pick one of the deployment zones and then either go to the bottom left and clear the left side of the base, or go from the right side of the base upward and clear that side of the base. That way you're not trying to hit and your troops won't die to like both sets of traps in those starting zones. But yeah, here I go for the left side because we have the blast bow and then 2 of the giant cannons, which is perfect. So now we've set up the base for the second attack. And we got a couple of the key defenses, and then we've got really good pathing for the rest of the base, so it's gonna work out beautifully. So we're sending in some of the giants to tank Blast Bow and try to have them wrap around to the other defenses. Sending in one giant and then a couple of super wizards to get the chain value going to that giant cannon. So we take that one out. Now we're just mostly worried about this Blast Bow, but everything was able to group up and take it out in a flash. So now we held on to our graveyards because there was really no point since we had the other spells over there. But now we want to try and distract the multi-mortar and the giant cannon. So those are the remaining splash damaging defenses. Do get hit by some nasty bombs, so a lot of our wizards are at a fraction of their health. But we do now have a massive army of skeletons. There are probably a solid 100 if I had to guess. And the majority of them all have their shield. It's crazy. So now we are just finishing up the remainder of the attack. And what I also like about the Builder's Workshop is that you do end up getting a lot of bonus points the majority of the time if you did the correct pathing. So we got an extra 130. And now we're taking a look at the Balloon Lagoon. This one's actually worth 8,500, which is kind of crazy. So here we're coming in from the bottom left-hand side. We're going to try and take out these rocket artilleries in their triangular formation. And I definitely want to try and take them out with the graveyards if possible. Because, excuse me, if you were trying to fight 3 rocket artilleries at the same time, not a whole lot is going to survive those blasts. So with the graveyards being placed on them, spawning the skeletons, each one distracts the other. So a lot of times they'll just shoot at the other rocket artillery. And we are able to take out the one on the right hand side, which is perfect. So now we can really try and focus on the left hand side. And we did get a pretty low amount of percentage on the first attack. However, we did get that one artillery taken out, which was the real problem child. Because now the other 2 are in a row, right? So we only have to fight one at a time. And then the other one can likely get distracted with a couple of troops on this right-hand side. We'll also try and drop a graveyard on the back bomb tower. I was curious to see if one graveyard could take it out. Unfortunately, the answer is no. Not even close. The bomb tower just fires so fast that it's able to knock out all the skeletons. We do get pretty lucky where the rocket artillery did not do a final shot on these wizards. So the super wizards were successfully able to take out the rocket artillery. So now it's just a matter of seeing if the giants and the skeletons will stay in front of the wizards long enough to finish up the rest of the base. We do have 3 giants and 4 super wizards, and not too much of the base left. Luckily, that one that was tanking this cannon had enough health to tank for the group while the wizards were getting in place. Got a nasty giant bomb. So now the giants are running out of hit points. We're all done with the defenses. We're now just taking out the last couple buildings. This is the point where you just gotta hope and pray that there are no other bombs on the way to that last building. I mean, if you saw on the summary, we obviously do get it, but it is always nerve-wracking. But on that final attack, we're able to get 6,165 plus 60. So that is how, in one raid, I was able to get over 25,000. And it probably would have been over 26,000 had the Builder's Workshop been more upgraded. It's kind of crazy. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Gets to showcase different types of armies to use on different bases, which I always find is helpful. So if you want to help me out, you can always subscribe and like the video. It is very much appreciated. And there will be a couple more videos on the screen if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.